Hello children, my name's Terry and I'm a father. A very, very, very proud father of a wonderful child named Xavier. Way back when Xavier was that size, I, like many dads before, read bedtime stories. One night, I picked this up. Storyteller. You'll notice there that there's 3 bears. I read to my child Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Xavier loved the story. So much so that for about the next 2 years at bedtime, no matter what book I picked up, Daddy, read me Goldilocks. So, 365 days a year for 2 years, maybe 3, I don't know, is a long time for anything but to read the exact same story over and over again drives you a bit nuts. So, occasionally I would try and alter the story, add bits, make it a bit more exciting. But every time I did, Xavier would stop me and tell me that that was wrong because they had memorised it too. So I would have to read it word for word every single night. I'm sure that many of you fathers out there have experienced the same thing. So this is my gift to you fathers out there. I would also like to say that this is a gift for my dad. My dad is the most awesome dad in the world. He helped bring me up to be the person I am, and he's made me the dad I am. I am proud to be his son, and I hope that he likes this kind of wee gift. To all the dads out there who had to read the same story over and over and over again, tonight I am going to give you my version of Goldilocks and the 3 bears. Once upon a time, there were 3 bears. Daddy Bear, Mommy Bear, and Baby Bear. Now, these bears were special. Not only had they learnt to walk permanently on their back legs, they wore clothes and could talk. They also had a 2-bedroom council house. One morning, Mommy Bear, because she was genuinely quite a nice person, got up early, goes down to the kitchen and makes everybody porridge. For one reason or another, the porridge just wasn't right. The Daddy Bears was too hot, Mommy Bears was just too cold, and they never even asked Baby Bear. So Daddy Bear made an executive decision. Let's all go for a walk and leave the house unlocked. They weren't even 10 minutes away from the house when all of a sudden Goldilocks shows up. What you've got to know about Goldilocks is she's one of these modern day, totally entitled, everything's about them, me people. We all know the type of people I'm talking about. So Goldilocks had been out for a walk as well, and she'd got lost, wandered a bit of forest for a while, and came upon this lovely house. Now, instead of walking up to the front door and chatting it and going, "Excuse me, I'm lost, can you help me?" Do you know what Goldilocks decided? I'm going to break into this fucker. But before she kicks the door in, she thinks, you know what, I'm going to try it first. And she goes the horn and it opens. She walks in and there's a table with 3 bowls of porridge on it. You know what she does? I'm going to eat all that porridge. She goes to the first bowl and burns her mouth. She goes to the second bowl and spits it out because it's too cold, and then she gets to the third bowl. Now the third bowl is obviously a kid's bowl. It's got like drawings of animals and the spoon's made of plastic, but the porridge was lovely, so she ate it all. Didn't think for a minute this might be somebody's porridge. Nope. Goldilocks, me, I'm eating all this porridge. So she eats all the porridge. Then she thinks, you know what? I'm knackered, I need to sit down. So she goes into the living room bit, and there's 3 chairs. She tries the first chair, and it's just way too hard. So she goes to the second chair, tries that, and she just can't get comfortable on it. She sees this tiny wee chair and thinks, you know what? I don't care that I'm a teenager, a fully grown teenager. I'm going to try and sit in that. She sits on it. Guess what? It broke. Bits of wood everywhere. Does she go, oh my god, what have I done? No. She stands up and goes, you know what? There must be bedrooms up the stair. So off she trots up the stair and goes into the bedroom. And there's 3 beds. She tries the first bed. Shivers about, tries dead hard to get comfy, but it's just too hard for her. So then she goes to the second bed and sinks right into it, and that's no good. Then there's a bed that's about 3-4 feet long with a dinosaur drawn in front of it. Obviously a child's bed. But what does she do? You know what? I'll lie on it and I'll let my legs hang out the side. So she lies down, and lo and behold, it's quite comfy. So this lassie, who has broken into a house, ate the food that was on the table, broke their furniture, instead of bolting and never coming back, she goes for a sleep. Now, it was just at that moment that the 3 bears decided to come home. They get to the front door and it's wide open. Daddy Bear is a bit cautious. So he kind of tells Mammy Bear and Baby Bear to wait outside till he goes in and checks. Daddy Bear goes in. Couple of minutes go by, and the Daddy Bear comes back out to the front door and he's raging. Get your backsides in, you need to see this. So they go into the house, all 3 of them, and they go into the kitchen bit. Now Daddy Bear's porridge had the spoon still in the bowl, but when they left, the spoon was at the side. Some fucker's been eating my porridge. Mammy Bear, who had her spoon at the side at the same, her spoon was on the floor. Somebody's been eating my porridge. Baby Bear is sobbing his heart out because his wee bowl of porridge is completely empty. Goldilocks even licked it, I think, because there was nothing there. Not a single bit of porridge. So Daddy Bear is a bit, what the is going on? Then they all turn and look into the living room. Now Daddy Bear's chair's usually sitting in front of the telly, but it's been moved. Somebody's been sitting in my chair. And Mammy Bear, who likes to listen to the radio, her chair's been moved as well. Somebody's been sitting in my chair. Baby Bear, who they had just calmed down because of the porridge incident, sobbing his eyes out because there's bits of wood all over the place, and he can see the wee drawings of the animals and stuff like that still on the wood, and realises it's his chair.
Somebody's broke my chair.
The Daddy Bear, by this point, is just getting off his head. The wine's grating, the ma's panicking, and there's just bedlam in this house with walking, dressed, talking bears. So they decide, we need to check and see if the beep are still here. So they sneak up the stair, quiet as mice, which is pretty hard for a bear to do. They go up, and the bedroom door's closed, but they open it so gently. They walk in. Daddy Bear goes to his bed, and he notices that all the covers are out of place. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed. Mommy Bear notices the exact same thing. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed. Baby Bear, he's just standing, just eyes wide, and the Daddy Bear goes,
"What's wrong, Baby Bear?"
And Baby Bear turns to him and goes, and because they're bears, they tore her apart and ate her. Because that's what would have happened. There is no way Goldilocks got out of that situation alive, and you know what? She deserved it. The moral of this story is don't fucking break into somebody's house. I hope you enjoyed my story. Happy Father's Day to all of the amazing dads out there who do a brilliant job 365 days of the year, every single year, from day dot, and just keep going. Yous are doing a brilliant thing. It's just phenomenal, and I hope that my wee story has made you laugh even once. Dad, I love you so much. Words really can't do it. I know I'm going to send you my usual text, I promise I'll do it, but this was just a wee extra thing. I just wanted to say Happy Father's Day to the best dad in the world, Terry McEwen Sr. He has made me into, I don't know, I hope I'm a good dad. I'd like to believe I'm a good dad. I'm trying really hard. I'm not very good at keeping the house tidy, but I'm working on that. But everything else I do, every wee trick about keeping Xavier safe, when disaster happens, any time that something happens, I have an answer for it, or I have a solution, or I have something else, some other way of dealing with it, and it's all because Terry McEwen Sr. taught me. Basically, I've stole everything you ever done with me, sometimes word for word. But Dad, I love you so much. I love you with my whole heart. I love you with my whole heart, and I wouldn't be half the man and half the dad that I am if it wasn't for the wonderful space you gave me to be me. I love you bits, Dad. Mwah.